The Japanese philosophy has a concept for enduring this force without being broken by it. Gamen. Gamen means to endure the seemingly unbearable with patience and dignity. It is not passive suffering. It is not the resignation of someone who has given up. It is the active, conscious choice to remain, to hold steady, when everything in you wants to retreat. Gamen was the spirit of the craftsman who spent 12 years perfecting a single type of ceramic. Gamen was the monk who sat in zazen through bitter winter nights, not because he did not feel cold, but because he had chosen presence over comfort. Discomfort is the price of transformation. Nothing great was ever built in comfort. Not the temples of Kyoto, not the blade of a master swordsmith, not a human being of depth and character. The Japanese concept of Kaizen offers something subtle but radical. Kaizen means continuous improvement. Small, incremental, relentless refinement. Not the dramatic transformation, not the sweeping overhaul. Just 1% better every day in the direction of the thing that matters. Western culture romanticizes the breakthrough moment, the overnight success, the sudden revelation that changes everything. But Japanese philosophy understands something more profound, that the breakthrough is always the visible surface of 10,000 invisible hours. The bamboo plant grows underground for 4 years before it breaks the surface. And then, in the 5th year, it grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. People see the 90 feet, but there is something even deeper here. Something that separates the Japanese philosophy of hard work from simple productivity culture. It is the question of why. Not how to work harder, not even how to work smarter, but why? For what? In the service of what larger meaning? The Japanese call this ikigai. Ikigai is often translated as reason for being. It is the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be sustained by. The swordsmith in Nagano does not make blades simply for money. He makes them because the blade, for him, is the fullest expression of what it means to be alive. To transform raw material through patience, skill, and complete devotion into something that holds beauty and purpose simultaneously. When work is disconnected from ikigai, it becomes labor. When work flows from ikigai, even the hardest hour contains meaning. The Japanese aesthetic of wabi-sabi offers one final, crucial teaching. Wabi-sabi is the acceptance of imperfection, the recognition that things, people, work, effort, are most deeply beautiful, not in their flawlessness, but in their evidence of struggle, time, and impermanence. The crack in the ceramic, filled with gold, the rough grain of handmade paper, the asymmetry in the garden stone. We live in a culture that demands perfection before publication, before beginning, before sharing. A culture where the fear of imperfect effort paralyzes more people than the fear of failure ever could. Wabi-sabi invites us to see differently. The work does not have to be perfect to be worth doing. The attempt does not have to be flawless to be beautiful. You do not have to be ready. There is a state that ancient Japanese warriors sought in battle, a state that master musicians slip into during performance, a state that craftsmen enter when the hours dissolve and the work simply flows. The Japanese call it mushin, no mind. A state of complete presence where thought falls away and pure action remains. Not emptiness, but a kind of luminous clarity where the self and the work are no longer separate. Mushin cannot be forced. It cannot be purchased or programmed. But it can be cultivated through Shugyo, through kata, through gamen and kaizen, and the patient living of an ikigai-driven life. Work long enough, faithfully enough, with enough presence and enough acceptance of difficulty. And eventually, something shifts. The resistance dissolves. And you find yourself not working towards something, but simply being inside the work itself. So what does this mean for you? Not the you who watches this video and thinks, beautiful, and then returns to the scroll, but the you who suspects, quietly and persistently, that there is a version of your life that requires more of you than you have been willing to give. The Japanese philosophy does not offer easy answers. It offers something harder and more valuable. It offers a direction. Light the fire before the feeling comes. Show up before you are ready. Let the body move when the mind wants to wait. Find the thing that holds enough meaning to justify the suffering, and then suffer for it, faithfully, incrementally, without needing the world to witness your effort. Kaizen. One small step. One honest hour. One attempt, however imperfect. Because the crack in the ceramic is not the flaw of the bowl. It is the story of the bowl. And your effort, imperfect, unglamorous, unseen, is not the obstacle to your becoming. It is the becoming itself. Somewhere in the mountains of Nagano, the fire is still burning. The hammer rises, the iron glows, the swordsmith works, because someone once taught him something that cannot be found in a book or a video or a moment of inspiration. The work is not what you do until your life begins. The work is the life. One day, 1 hour, one beginning. That is where it starts. That is where it has always started.